Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we're heading back to Europe to Deep Forest Raceway for the first of two races that we need to do to finish that particular track. Here I'm going to dive into the options to double check that we are on the hard setting. I've been doing some grinding recently, which is why I'm on easy, so I'm going to set that to hard, and then we're going to head across to the Deep Forest Raceway for the first of two races that we need to do here. We've got the GT-R Cup and the Vision VGT. So we're going to be doing the Nissan GT-R Cup at the moment. The first thing we need to do is to pick our car. Oh, the car has got to be that Nismo. It's so underwhelming looking at that car, but it's an absolute beast. So we've got racing soft tyres. Everything else in there is normal. Then we've got the output adjustment is 100, ballast is 0, power restrict is 100, and then, well, you can just see what I've done to this car. Intake exhaust, racing, carbon brakes, we've got anti-lag system, turbocharger, weight saving. We've done a lot to that car, so just pause the video to have a look at the tuning. But this is going to monster this GT-R Cup at Deep Forest Raceway. 5 laps to go from the back to the front. Let's see how we do it. So we don't need to worry about fuel and tyres in this one, so we're just going to go full pelt. Traction control is on 1, and I've got the radar on just so that I can see where I am with other cars. You can see already that we have overtaken one car into the first corner, another car into the second corner, and you can see that we're going to be going through this traffic really quickly. There's a lot to mention about this particular track, and I've only got 5 laps to do it, so I'm just going to work our way through this traffic. You can run the video slower if you want to see the gears and the turning points, etc., as I'm negotiating this traffic, but it could well be different for you as it falls. What I'll do is, from the beginning of the second lap, I'll start to talk about how I actually approach this race with regards to gears, turning points, braking points, etc. It's going to be a bit frantic, so as I say, feel free to pause or run the video slowly if you want to see what I am doing. So we're up into 9th place at the moment, 20 odd seconds behind the car in front. No fuel or tyre issues in this one, so I'm not banking on anybody pitting. We're going to have to go from back to front on this one ourselves. So as we come up to take the start-finish line, my line was compromised there slightly. As we go underneath that bridge there, I hit the brakes really early, down into second for turning. I've still gone wide and onto the grass, so that is my mistake at the beginning of lap 2. We're going to press on. So picking up the left-hand apex, the right-hand apex, loads of the curb on that particular one, and then we're looking at that apex going out to the curb underneath the bridge, picking up this white line all the way around here, second gear for this one. As soon as you see the green Astro, head straight for it. You would get a track limit if you were racing online, but nothing to worry about in this particular race. As you head down here, we're looking for the beginning of that lighter tarmac strip, then that apex. Going out to the right hand side, you can use that green Astro as well if you want. Just make sure you get it back onto the track. And then it's full beans all the way down here, and I am braking when you see that warning sign, like the rock sign with the red triangle. That is where you are braking as hard as you can down into second gear for the hairpin, then up through the gears, and then you can use those 2 bollards on the right hand side and these white lines to guide you through this particular section. Sometimes I needed to lift just a little bit so I don't hit the wall, but you can go right the way right there. So now I'm braking just as you get to that bridge really hard, down into second gear for engine braking and rotation. Also, I've got these 2 cars to worry about. We're going to overtake both of those through that corner. up into fourth gear, down into third for this one, and I'm going to leave it in third through here. As you come off this curb, down into second, just to get a little bit of rotation, quickly up into third, and then back down into second to run around this white line. You could probably do it in third, but I actually preferred second for there. Up into third, using all of that Astro. As you go over the top here, make sure you're in third, so quickly fourth, then third, down into second for this one, braking in a straight line. Third gear as you go through the corner. I really needed to get third a little bit quicker than that, and then up through the gears as quickly as you can. Now we're actually already in first place. That's how quickly we've gone through the pack. Again, looking for that warning sign on the right hand side. There it is, bury the brake pedal, get it down into second gear and get that rotated, and that is pretty much the lap done. As I said earlier on, up through the gears here, looking for those two bollards. Use the white lines here just to guide you through, but don't go into the pits. Lift there if you needed to. I felt I needed to on that occasion. And then you're looking for the bridge as you go over the rise there, bury the brake pedal, and then get that slowed down into second gear for this particular corner. So this is now lap 4 of 5. For those of you that are looking at my brake gauge just to the right, to the left of the radar, you will notice that I am not getting full 100% performance out of my brake. I have calibrated the brakes, but I am standing on these G29 brakes for these corners. So much so, sometimes I can feel the actual rig bending, but unfortunately it's still not registering as 100%. But when you are braking, you want to be braking 100% into these corners, and then using some trail brake as you get into the, from when you start braking, trail brake to the apex of the corner, and then get on the power as quickly as you can. So please just bear that in mind if you're looking at the graphic there, that I am braking as hard as I can. So again, picking up that sign on the right hand side, burying the brake pedal. You can see how uneven the brake gauge was through there as the rig is flexing. I'll be so glad to get my GT Omega Prime rig, which I'm hoping is going to be a lot more solid, and hopefully I'll be able to get a lot more brake performance out of my rig and a little bit more consistency. So end of lap 4, we enter lap number 5. We are a monstrous 13 seconds ahead of the cars behind. This little Nismo that I have created is a GT-R killer. It's a beast. It's really nice to drive. It's got some super performance, and really it is the car of choice for me for this particular race. So as we come through here, second gear, just running this white line again all the way through. As soon as you see the green Astro, head straight for it. As soon as you see that corner open up, head for that bollard, head for the next apex, and now we're looking for the beginning of the light grey tarmac. Second gear, getting it turned in, using loads of the curb. I didn't actually run out as wide as I could have done there, but we are so far out in front, I'm just not taking any chances right now. Through these tunnels, just getting up through the gears as quickly as you can. As you'd expect, we've got the fastest lap of a 1:31.0, so we've done a 1:33, 1:32, 1:31, 1:31, getting a little bit quicker on each lap, which is really, really good news. And finally, hairpin down the hill. Just watch this last corner and make sure that we don't do anything silly like spin it or hit the barrier. So I'm just coming off the accelerator ever so slightly, and we'll come across to take the checkered flag, and a really, really, really easy win in this little GT-R Nismo that I have got. That is an absolute GT-R killer. So there we go, gold trophy, nice bunch of credits. It really doesn't come much easier than that. And remember, that's on the hard setting, doing all of these races on the hard settings now. Really nice and easy. If you have found this video useful, entertaining, you've enjoyed it, whatever, please hit that like button, because it really helps the channel, and it would be nice if a few more of you were able to hit that like button and add a comment if you've enjoyed it, and yeah, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more like this, and if you would like to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button, as I'm trying to get myself up to that magic 1,000 subscribers, which will enable me to then start investing in more equipment for the channel and producing more content. And if you are a current subscriber, thank you ever so much for continuing to support me. Your support is greatly appreciated, and it's absolutely fantastic to have so many of you following me along on my journey. So for now, I'm going to call it a day, and I'll be back with another video in the World Series very soon. And I've got my live stream setup is coming along quite nicely at the moment. I've got a few more tweaks to do, and then we'll be back into the daily races, which I'm going to be live streaming. I'm hoping to be doing those on a Tuesday and a Thursday if I can work everything out. We'll probably be doing some other days at the moment just while we set everything up, but watch out for those as well. Lots and lots happening on the channel. For now, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.